नीतीश कुमार जी पुनः पलटी मारेंगे और वो महागठबंधन के साथ जाने का प्रयास करेंगे और उसके बाद उनका लक्ष्य होगा कि कैसे 2024 में ये प्रधानमंत्री पद के दावेदार बने। मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी 2000
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by New Citroën C3 and Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Century Ply and JK Tires.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. Nitish has not walked out. He has been made to walk into a political trap by the BJP. You see, Nitish Kumar desperately wants to be Prime Minister of India. There's nothing wrong with this ambition, which he has really nursed for a long time now, well over a decade and a half, in fact. And if he remains a BJP partner, he doesn't have any shot, any chance of a shot in national politics. So the first and real reason why Nitish has switched from a coalition with the BJP back into the supportive arms of Lalu Prasad is because he thinks that this may make him a serious contender against Narendra Modi in 2024. Now there's a problem. The problem for Nitish is that Arvind Kejriwal wants to get a large chunk of seats at the Congress's expense and is also in the same prime ministerial race. And Mamata Banerjee, despite her obvious truce with the BJP last week, will fancy a shot at the same role if she gets over 30 seats in Bihar. You see, viewers, politicians are restless. And some are very restlessly ambitious. And Nitish, whose entire political career has been about being in and out with the BJP, has finally decided it is time to give 2024 a shot. Naturally, the anti-Modi group is celebrating. They feel that the BJP, having broken the Maharashtra government, has got a return gift in Bihar. But the truth is that the BJP has planned all of this out. The BJP has deliberately provoked Nitish, who they knew was anyway on the edge, by promoting RCP Singh, whose presence as a solid number 2 made Nitish extremely insecure. The fact is, the BJP gains electorally in the medium term by consolidating 7 anti-BJP parties into one voting bloc and then either instigating or watching a breakup in the parties that form this 7-party Khichdi Sarkar and getting a greater individual vote share for itself. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, Nitish has not walked out. He has been made to walk into a political trap by the BJP. But can he be PM? Can we really be PM? He just has about 1/6 or 1/7 in terms of MLAs in the Bihar Assembly, just about 45 MLAs in Bihar. Can a person so weak aim to take on Narendra Modi nationally in 2024? Let's debate that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's debate that. Packed show for you as usual. Will this 2024 plan succeed? He wants to be Prime Minister. Can he? Ravi Shankar Prasad, a very aggressive press conference coming straight from there to my show this evening. And viewers, tonight at 10 o'clock, proof that the bulldozer worked. Tyagi's been nabbed, but a message has been sent there. That's debate number 2. And at 10:30 tonight, as the Congress takes on and abuses Shama Prasad Mukherjee. Now, have they really lost the plot there ahead of August 15 this year? All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on The Debate Tonight.
समाज में जिस तरह से एक विवाद पैदा करने की कोशिश हो गई थी शुरू, वो हमको अच्छा नहीं लगता था। आप अच्छी तरह जानते हैं ना।
Another U-turn by U-turn man Nitish Kumar now dumps the NDA to join hands with the RJD and Congress all over again.
नीतीश कुमार जी सबसे अनुभवी परिपक्व और काम तो किया ही है, ऐसा कोई इनकार नहीं सकता।
Nitish and Tejasvi give away the larger 2024 gamble. Is Nitish a contender at all against Modi? BJP hits back, says Nitish used Modi's name in 2019, promises to fight alone and win. Political goon Shrikant Tyagi arrested and paraded by Yogi's cops. The bulldozer approach works. Big revelation by the police. Tyagi claims he got the MLA sticker on his car from SP MLA Swami Prasad Maurya. And the Vadra Congress mocks Shama Prasad Mukherjee's legacy. Reality check on historical facts at 10:30 tonight. And it's official, Nitish Kumar is now a part of the Mahagathbandhan. In less than 24 hours, he will be sworn in as Chief Minister. Hold your breath for the 8th time. In and out, in and out. U-turn man, Nitish Kumar has betrayed the mandate, walked out on the BJP, potentially sent Bihar into disarray for what? A shot at 2024. Big political gamble. He wants to be PM. Can he? Let's debate.
At 3:50 p.m., Nitish Kumar pulled the plug on the BJP-JDU alliance and went rushing to Rabri Devi's residence.
सारी मीटिंग आज हुई और सब लोगों की इच्छा यही हुई है कि हम लोगों को एनडीए छोड़ देना चाहिए। तो जैसे ही एनडीए छोड़ने का निर्णय सब लोगों की थी ही, तो हमने उसी को स्वीकार कर लिया और आकर के यहाँ जो एनडीए की सरकार में हम मुख्यमंत्री थे, हमने मुख्यमंत्री पद से इस्तीफा सौंप दिया।
55 minutes later, the BJP decided to call him out one video at a time.
रहे या मिट्टी में मिल जाए, आप लोगों के साथ अब कोई समझौता भविष्य में नहीं होगा। संभव, अब ये संभव ही नहीं है, नामुमकिन। अब वो चैप्टर खत्म हो चुका।
Is undoubtedly a big gamble by Nitish, who's shifting sides for the 4th time in 8 years as part of his 2024 action plan. In 2013, many thought Nitish was in the running to be the prime ministerial face. And upon not being chosen, this was a jilted Nitish reaction. He perhaps thought the 2019 elections will ensure his national entry.
जिसकी पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रेंथ है, ऐसा नेता के रूप में उनको नजरअंदाज नहीं कर सकते।
ये जो रवैया उनका चल रहा है, ये इनको 2019 में बाहर कर देगा।
Nitish Kumar parted ways with the Mahagathbandhan. Tejasvi Yadav has matured as a politician, and in the absence of his father, he led the RJD and the Mahagathbandhan in the 2020 assembly elections, and he fell short of majority mark of forming a government in Bihar by only 7 MLAs.
This is what Nitish Kumar has to say now.
हमारे पार्टी के सब लोगों की राय थी कि भाई आप अलग, तब सोच कर लीजिए भाई, उधर 3 पार्टी, अब 2 पार्टी इधर, 1 पार्टी इधर, 5 पार्टी और सब मिलके 7 पार्टी एक साथ हो गए हम लोग।
Tejasvi says this is a message.
नीतीश कुमार जी सबसे अनुभवी परिपक्व और काम तो किया ही है, ऐसा कोई इनकार नहीं सकता।
But Chirag Paswan says this has nothing to do with parties and all about individual ambition.
ये बात मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी 2020 में भी भली भांति जानते थे कि कम से कम एनडीए में प्रधानमंत्री पद की वैकेंसी तो नहीं है, और इसीलिए उस दिन मैंने इस बात को कहा था कि बहुत जल्द मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी पुनः पलटी मारेंगे और वो महागठबंधन के साथ जाने का प्रयास करेंगे, और उसके बाद उनका लक्ष्य होगा कि कैसे 2024 में ये प्रधानमंत्री पद के दावेदार बने।
ये अच्छी शुरुआत है। आज के दिन जब अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ नारा दिया था भारत छोड़ो, अगर बिहार से ये नारा आया कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी भगाओ, मुझे लगता है कि और प्रदेशों में भी इसी तरीके से बहुत जल्दी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के खिलाफ पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज भी खड़ी होंगी और जनता भी खड़ी होगी।
But can a Bihar alliance cast a dent in national politics? Let's debate.
Senior leader MP and former minister Ravi Shankar Prasad. Mr. Prasad, you had a very aggressive press conference today. You know, you should keep the door open because knowing Nitish, you never know when he's going to come back to the BJP fold, isn't it? He could come back. You could be friends once again. He's the master of U-turns.
Arnab, today I am sitting in Patna in my Lok Sabha constituency. Bihar is my state. I am very worried about my state. It is again getting regressed into lawlessness, into corruption, into state of uncertainty. Just 3 facts for the kind consideration of your viewers and your great channel and you or no. You will just recall, he left BJP in 2013 because he wanted nothing to do with Mr. Narendra Modi. In 2014, just 2 Lok Sabha seats out of 40. He went to Laluji in 2015 Vidhan Sabha. In 2017, he said, I cannot work because stinking questions of corruption are not being replied in the railway bharti scam, in the hotel scam, in the Patna Mall scam. Tejasvi refused as Deputy Chief Minister to reply. I'll talk to my lawyer. He walked out for good cause. Came to us 2019, we sacrificed many of our sitting MPs. And he got 16 seats because of Modi ji's appeal in Lok Sabha. BJP also got the same number. Now I am asking a question to you, Arnab Goswami. 2020, you know, he got only 43 seats. BJP MLAs were just nearly double of that number. Again appeal, vote in the name of Narendra Modi ji. And what he did, from the rampart of BJP office while celebrating the victory, he said, Mr. Nitish Kumar will be the CM again. So now you get victory in his name and you start ditching. Is the question of corruption has become irrelevant? Has the recent arrest of the Rajdar?
No, but you wanted him out. No, but I get a feeling, sorry to intervene there, Mr. Prasad, but I get a feeling that you wanted him out this time. You were constantly provoking him. You wanted him to go. I began my program by saying that he has not walked out. The BJP has pushed him into a political trap. You encouraged RCP Singh, you provoked him, you knew that Nitish is on the edge. I get a feeling that you planned this out. It was your plan and you're trying to look surprised.
Arnab, with greatest respect to you, you have got a great sixth sense of the politics of the country, the polity of the country. It is not a fact. Let me say with full sense of responsibility. If Nitish ji has a problem, he could have said the same thing in 2020, why he became the chief minister, in spite of reduced number. And RCP and Lalan Singh are all internal issues. We trust our allies. We have worked together for 20 years, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
You wanted to make RCP Singh a minister when he's from the JDU. And Nitish said, how can the BJP take decisions for leaders of my party? Who's going to be a minister in the central cabinet is my decision. So you were provoking him.
Arnab Goswami, with the greatest respect, हमारे नेता दूसरी पार्टी के नेता से पूछे बिना किसी को मंत्री नहीं बनाते हैं। कोई हम पहली बार मंत्री बना रहे हैं क्या बिहार में दिल्ली के लिए? No. RCP has clarified that we have nothing to say. He has said very clearly and categorically what the dynamics was there. But even if, assuming for the sake of argument, this was a fact, he could have taken a decision 1 year back. On 7th of July, RCP, you resigned. You have taken oath without my concurrence. There was a resolution passed by the executive committee praising his elevation as a minister. He was the national president. Why you are asking me to go on all that? I am on a larger question. Mr. Nitish Kumar, do you have any element of consistency and propriety in your politics or not? That is the larger question. And worried about Bihar and the future of Bihar. But we will find a way out. Leave it to us. Leave it to us. We will sweep the 2024 Lok Sabha elections and also 25 Vidhan Sabha elections.
I'm sure you planned it out. But Mr. Prasad, finally, my last question to you. You know Nitish Kumar well. He has these national ambitions, doesn't he? I mean, at the end of the day, he sees himself as a leader. He's always been doing this projection. Every 6 months he does this projection, Prime Minister in waiting, good Prime Minister, clean image, can emerge. This time also it's about his prime ministerial ambitions, isn't it? Is there anything wrong with having prime ministerial ambitions?
No, nothing wrong in a democracy, everyone has. No problem. But with only one caveat, Arnab Goswami, there is no vacancy for the post of Prime Minister. Narendra Modi ji is a popular Prime Minister, doing great for the country. He'll be elected again in 24 and also in 29. But anyone can have the ambition. There is no embargo on having a dream having a daydreaming. No problem.
No embargoes at all. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Lok Sabha Member of Parliament from Patna, senior leader of the BJP, Ravi Shankar Prasad. Thank you very much, Mr. Prasad. Was in full form today at that press conference. Very aggressive as usual. Good to see that form. And my first question now is to Atul Kumar Anjan. Atul Kumar Anjan, Ravi Shankar Prasad said, and you probably heard him there. I'd like to welcome Ghanshyam Tiwari of the BJP, Brijmohan Srivastava NCP, Mayank Sinha JDU, Riju Datta Trinamool, and Ghanshyam Tiwari Samajwadi Party, Saurabh Shukla, Manish Bariya resigned from JDU yesterday, Rajiv Pratap Rudy. Mr. Atul Kumar Anjan, is there a vacancy? Ravi Shankar Prasad, your friend said there is no vacancy. So Mr. Nitish Kumar should not be nursing these prime ministerial ambitions. What do you think, sir?
Mr. Arnab, my good friend Ravi Shankar Prasad has spoken many things. In Nitish Kumar, there is no consistency. He is a man of inconsistency. Then why he was tolerating him as a chief minister? Who is one of the most favorite NDA partners? These are the questions. भाई यहाँ जिसको fit हो जाए वो सही है. So I just want to tell, now in Bihar, for BJP, there is no Shrikant Shinde. So my friend Shankar Prasad had very clearly said that in 2024 and 2025, he will see that what happens and what Nitish Kumar, where he stands. I just want to tell the situation, Bihar will be in anarchy. Bihar, when the BJP was and the JDU was together, the situation was very good. Can they control the north of Bihar's, you see, flood, the way the crimes were there and the way they were behaving, their own party ministers, what they were doing? I don't want to go into the detail. Now, all right, that everybody, every citizen of the country and every person in Bihar wants the government which is coming up must work in such a way that it can cater the needs of the people of Bihar that we expect. I think there is a new way, and if they are very much perturbed about who will be the prime minister and all that, certainly I agree. If somebody is having an ambition to become the prime minister, what is wrong in that? What is wrong in that? Narendra Modi was also being the ambitious of becoming prime minister from 2012. Ask the L.K. Advani the way he was behaving and all that. I don't want to go into that because anybody has a right and has a right to have daydreaming or night dreaming or have an ambition. I don't want to say anything. But
why betray the mandate? The point being, and even Ghanshyam should answer that. You see, now it's become fashionable to betray the mandate. The betrayal of the mandate has become a norm. Yes,
mandate was betrayed by the Srikant.
One minute. No, it was betrayed by Uddhav Thackeray, who tied up with Brijmohan's party, the NCP, and the Congress. Did the NCP or the Congress win the election?
When the Nitish Kumar left the RJD and joined the BJP band, then also that mandate was betrayed.
Precisely. What I am saying today, therefore you acknowledge, even Ghanshyam acknowledges, that this is a betrayal of the 2020 election. I mean, nowadays people betray the mandate within what, 1 year, 1.5 years? Doesn't matter. He came into power. Yes, Ghanshyam.
My dear Arnab,
my fellow co-panelists and the viewers.
When the Prime Minister betrays that he will give 2 crore jobs to everybody every year, he has not complied.
No, but I'm talking about a betrayal of the mandate.
Young people of this country.
I think Arnab, betrayal is a flavor of the town.
People have voted on the question that 15 lakh will come in their bank account, 2 crore young people will get the jobs. That was also a mandate.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the betrayal of the vote. You lose the election. I'm talking about a betrayal of the vote.
Betrayal, that was also a betrayal of the votes because people voted.
Well, I don't know.
Mr. Arnab Goswami, people voted. Young people voted Narendra Modi in 2014 that they will get because Narendra Modi was saying
when
he will come
Okay, Ghanshyam wanted to come in there. Ghanshyam, I think I'll have to debate everyone tonight. I think I'm up against everyone tonight. Okay, it's fine. It's me versus everyone. Okay, Ghanshyam, betrayal of the mandate. Yes or no?
For BJP, because the Prime Minister likes to speak in acronyms, they have gone from Better Janata Party to Betraying Janata Party. So as a result, betrayal is if anything, a competitive advantage that BJP has created for itself and in the political economy of the country. Whether it is betrayal of the people with respect to Mehengai, with respect to jobs, with respect to black money, with respect to Achhe Din, GST on Dahi and everything, and continuous lies. Or the idea of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas that is betrayed every day in the communal.
No. Don't try to justify.
So that is
don't try and justify.
I just wanted to say something.
Yeah, go on. Manish Bariyar yesterday. Manish Bariyar total yesterday was with the JDU. Quit on my program last night at 10:35 p.m. live on national television. Yes, is it a betrayal of the mandate, Manish?
Absolutely. In fact, you have to also look at from the context of Bihar. Bihar is the bottom state as far as on most of the developmental parameters. And this is coming from somebody who has been at the helm for last 17 years. Instead of thinking about the people of Bihar, he has again, shifted loyalties to a clan. And that clan is, everybody knows it's a corrupt clan, right? The family is corrupt. Somebody is in jail. And also, look at the kind, can you find even 4 or 5 ministers within RJD who can actually be a minister? You won't be able to find it. I'm challenging you on show. You won't be able to find 6, 7 ministers who can actually run the show. Who will be the minister from RJD? And most of the people would be incompetent to run the administration. And Bihar is going to fall back to the same general.
No, I'm on the first point tonight in my debate. I have simple 2 points on my debate tonight. My first point is about the betrayal of the mandate. And what I want to say is sobering thought. You see, today the anti-Modi group is very happy. They feel we have given a return gift to the BJP for what they did in Maharashtra. And you're feeling relieved, there is hope for us. But Riju, imagine the situation. It is like the Congress and the BJP and the left coming together to form a government in Bengal. If somebody says, no, the principle is to keep Mamta out. Would you celebrate that or would you call that a betrayal of the mandate?
Arnab, I will say this, from Arunachal Pradesh to Uttarakhand to Goa to Madhya Pradesh and then to Maharashtra, BJP has always made it a fashion by toppling elected mandates, by using central agencies and bags of money. So what goes around comes around. They are getting a taste of their own medicine. We have always said that no party, whether it is Akali Dal, TDP or JDU now, can be an ally with BJP because this party is communal, is dictatorial and is maligned in corruption. So they will form the government with the regional parties and later they will use all their force to engulf these small parties. 20 political parties.
Stop playing victim. Stop playing victim and answer my question. Stop playing victim and answer my question. Answer my question. No, Riju, ahead of 2020, Nitish Kumar used to give 2.5-hour long speeches comparing the 15 years of Lalu Rabri and saying this was an abyss of darkness. Saying that Lalu and Rabri are responsible for putting Bihar as number 23 in the number of crime cases. He says we don't know how to get a work done. He was criticizing Tejaswi. In fact, he said, and this is he said Tejaswi has no moral right to be the leader of the opposition because of so many corruption cases against him. Today, he will swear him in along with himself as a deputy chief minister. You tell me, see Riju, take a breath, take a deep breath and understand this. I know you want to keep BJP out, Modi out. Very good. It's absolutely legitimate. But does one have to do this? Is there something called credibility, or is that not important anymore?
Arnab, this is a personal.
I will give you a very clear-cut answer. You know, Arnab, you are one of the most stalwart journalists of this country. You know, this Gadbandhan of Nitish ji with BJP was a marriage made in hell, which was going to
that was a slip.
Anyways, because all the stalwart leaders of Purvanchal, whether it is Lalu Yadav, whether it was Lalu Yadav, whether it is Nitish Kumar ji, or whether it is Mulayam Singh Yedi, they are all Lohiites. So these Lohiites, their DNA cannot function with the descendants of the Jansan party. It was about to be topsy-turvy anyways. It is historical.
No, but you ask Atul Kumar Anjan. No, why don't we ask Atul Kumar and say Atul Kumar Anjan is not comfortable today? No, he's not comfortable. Let me tell you today, looking at him, he's not comfortable, Saurabh.
I'm giving you one simple answer.
No, he's very uncomfortable. You know, Atul Kumar Anjan is very uncomfortable. You look at him. No, 1 minute.
Tejasvi Yadav, out of the
goodness of his heart has made him prime minister.
After the goodness of his heart, gave too many seats to
That's your internal politics.
Seats to Congress. Otherwise, this Nitish Kumar factor and this fiasco wouldn't have
That is your internal. That is your internal politics. Internal politics. What about corruption? You know, Atul Kumar Anjan's heart is burning tonight. He doesn't know what to say. He is anti-Modi, anti-BJP, but he can't believe it.
Only BJP.
No, he can't believe what's going on in Bihar today.
Everybody is corrupt. Only BJP are sant and sadhus. That is what you are saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
2014 to 2022, not one single BJP
I'm saying, are you serious on corruption?
By the central agency.
Are you serious on corruption? Is corruption an issue at all or not? Is corruption an issue or not? If corruption is not an issue, then Brijmohan Srivastava should say on national television, Arnab, in this country, corruption is not an issue. Say it. No, say it, Mr. Srivastava. Mr. Srivastava, say it today.
Ask BJP.
Say that corruption is not an issue.
Then why?
No, say corruption is not an issue. Yes, Mr. Srivastava.
I was listening Deven Fadnavis sahab.
Arnab.
1 minute. Yeah, Mr. Srivastava.
Mr. Rathore and the Mr. Sattar. What he was saying at that time, he was asking. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Go on, Mr. Srivastava. Go on, complete your point, Mr. Srivastava. You're feeling very happy. बहुत खुश हैं आप आज.
Yeah.
You got revenge for Maharashtra and Bihar.
No, it is not a matter of happiness, sir. No, Arnab ji, it is not a matter of happiness actually. It is what the BJP is doing. It is a fallout of that. You know, I was listening Mr. Deven Fadnavis sahab, a back statement on the Mr. Rathore. He was asking the police, please arrest him because he is having the video clipping with that girl who suicided for that gentleman. And today,
no, you answer my question. You are all representing four anti-BJP parties.
What is going on?
No, what is going on? I am asking you what is going on. I am asking you what is going on. I am saying here tonight. Do you 1 minute. Do you even care how Atul Kumar Anjan is feeling today? He's feeling terrible because Atul Kumar Anjan, he goes and holds protests against the Hemant. No, Mr. I understand where you are feeling. I understand your feelings, Mr. Anjan. You're angry because for you corrupt. No, Mr. Anjan, let me complete 1 minute. Mr. Anjan, let me complete 1 minute and then my question to you.
I am very happy.
You are not happy.
Do you know, Mr.
You are not happy. You are not happy, sir. You are not happy.
Last 8 months, I have. Listen. Last 8 months, I visited 8 times Patna, and I am happy. I am one of the architects of bringing down of this government. Do you know?
No.
I am one of the architects.
No, you are not happy.
One of the architects of
you are not happy, sir.
And
you are not happy.
What do you think?
No, you are not happy.
I am so happy.
No, you are not.
I am so happy.
No, you are not.
You see, you know, on 5th of June at Buddha Hall, my 8,000 people. I have among the 8,000 people. I said, prime task is to bring down this BJP government. Understand? I worked for that. I am most happy person that this coalition is
broken and Nitish Kumar ji has come out.
No. You are. See, I'll tell you one thing. Television is a very transparent
why you are
media.
saying it?
Can I speak? Can I say something? Can I say something? Saurabh, 1 minute. No. Mayank Sinha of the JDU is with me tonight. Mayank Sinha.
You are losing many things. I know.
No.
I know you are losing many things. I know. Why you are saying it?
औरों को भी बोल देंगे. Can others come in, sir?
Yeah, Saurabh.
Anjan sir, I want to make a simple point here that don't you feel that Nitish Kumar today has become a political leader who's king of flip-flops? How do you expect him to get the mandate of the people the next time around? He was the one who tom-tom Prime Minister Narendra Modi's face in the 2020 elections. Now you have another, the problem is for opposition. You have another probable Prime Ministerial candidate joining the opposition rank. So for you, there is a problem of plenty. So you should be worried tonight. You should not be happy. This is a small happiness because you are not realizing that people of India, people of Bihar are seeing through this charade that Mr. Nitish Kumar is playing, that he's flip-flopping. Today, people expect any political leader to fulfill the mandate that they have given. Saurabh,
let's not credit politicians with consistency, but I want to ask our JDU leader Mayank Sinha who's joining us tonight. Mr. Sinha, ये बातें की गई थी, जो बंदर समूह में रहते हुए गाछ से गिर जाता है उसको फिर से गिरोह में शामिल नहीं किया जाता. This is said about in 2017 by Lalu Prasad, meaning the monkey, in a reference to Kancham, the reference is to Nitish Kumar. A monkey who falls from a tree is not included in the gang again. और एक आपको मैं इनकी एक कहावत आपको मैं सुनाता हूं, जरा ध्यान से सुनिए. बचपन में मैंने मूवी देखा था, पिक्चर देखा था, उसका नाम था चाची 420, और रियल लाइफ में मैंने देखा चाचा 420. ये चाचा 420 लालू जी ने नीतीश कुमार के बारे में उनका वर्णन किया था. मैं और एक देता हूं आपको. चुल्लू भर पानी में नीतीश कुमार को डूब जाना चाहिए. ये तो बहुत रीसेंट है मयंक जी, ये नवंबर 2021 की स्टेटमेंट है. ये सारे कमेंट्स जो हैं, इसके बाद भी आपके नेता लालू जी के पास जाके हाथ जोड़ के कहते हैं गलती हो गई, मुझे मुख्यमंत्री बना दीजिए, तो लोग इसके बारे में क्या सोचेंगे?
अर्नब जी, in today debate, Mr. Ravisankar Prasad said in the Lok Sabha election 2014, JDU won 2 seats. He forgot it. In 2004, he won the 2 seats in the BJP in the state of Bihar. उनको जरा बता दीजिएगा कि 2004 में वो 2 सीट जीते थे. आज बड़ा अभिमान है उनको. अगर अभिमान था,
जिसको भस्मासुर बोला है लालू प्रसाद यादव जी ने बोला, हम बोले शंकर भगवान की तरह जाओ, राज करो, पर ये तो भस्मासुर निकला. No, is there no pride? Is there no pride, sense of self-respect? No, is there no self-respect? Is there no sense of self-respect? No, you tell me, sir, you're a JDU leader, Mr. Sinha, is there nothing called self-respect?
बीजेपी
भस्मासुर, सांप, बंदर.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने क्या बोला था 2015 में? 2015 में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने नीतीश कुमार जी को क्या नहीं बोला था? तो फिर वो क्यों आ गए?
मगर कोई किसी को अगर पलटूराम कहे, कोई किसी को अगर पलटूराम कहे, उसके बाद आप उन्हीं के साथ सरकार बनाए, तो मैं समझ रहा हूं, मैं पूछ रहा हूं कि बाकी क्या है पॉलिटिक्स में? इज देयर समथिंग कॉल्ड सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट? इज्जत की बात कुछ नहीं होती. सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट जी.
बीजेपी ने महबूबा मुफ्ती को क्या नहीं बोला था? सरकार नहीं बनाई क्या उनके साथ?
अच्छा,
बीजेपी ने हेमंत सोरेन साहब को क्या क्या नहीं बोला था, सरकार उनके साथ बनाए नहीं किया, बनाए थे ना। तो बीजेपी जो करे, आप
करप्शन का क्या होगा, और करप्शन का क्या होगा,
बीजेपी ने क्या,
करप्शन का क्या होगा,
करप्शन,
हमारे अतुल कुमार रंजान है करप्शन के खिलाफ लड़ते हैं, उसका क्या होगा, करप्शन के खिलाफ अतुल कुमार रंजान लड़ते हैं, उनका क्या होगा,
जो है करप्शन का केस, अरे नो, अतुल कुमार रंजान साहब लड़ते हैं, हम भी करप्शन के खिलाफ ही लड़ते हैं, और हमारी पार्टी का क्लियर स्टैंड है कि वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड फॉर इन द पार्ट ऑफ द करप्शन। और एक बात आपको बता दें,
यू आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन द इशू ऑफ करप्शन।
आपने करप्शन का जो बात किया था सीबीआई का है,
ये सुन लीजिए अतुल कुमार रंजान जी, दिस इज व्हाट इज बीइंग सेड ऑन नेशनल टेलीविजन। नेशनल टेलीविजन पर बोला जा रहा है करप्शन इज नॉट एन इशू। आप सुन लीजिए, और सुनना क्या बाकी है अतुल कुमार रंजान जी।
अरे मैंने ये नहीं बोला कि वी आर नॉट एक्सेप्टेड एनी काइंड ऑफ करप्शन, ये बोला है मैंने। और ये बात दूसरी बात ये कह रहा हूं मैं कि 2017 से उन पर केस चल रहा है ईडी का।
मनीष बरिया
करा लेते,
मनीष बरिया ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है अर्नब। करप्शन एक्चुअली में जो वो स्टेटमेंट बोल रहे हैं वो ठीक ही बोल रहे हैं, वो एकदम ठीक बोल रहे हैं। 2015 में भी उस समय भी करप्शन का इशू था और वो साथ आए थे। तो जहां तक आइडियोलॉजी की सवाल है करप्शन पे, मुझे लगता है कि ऐसा कोई इशू नहीं है। पावर में रहना, पावर हंग्री होना, ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है और बाकी सारी चीजों को जस्टिफाई कर दिया जाता है टॉल लीडर बोल करके, नहीं तो ये इशू नहीं है। और अर्नब उन्होंने बोल भी दिया कि करप्शन कोई इशू नहीं है।
नहीं,
ये क्या रह जाता है बिहार की जनता के लिए?
नहीं, ये
कुछ भी नहीं रह जाता है।
ये तो इट्स
अनहोली अलायंस है।
मैंने ये बात नहीं बोला करप्शन
अनहोली अलायंस है,
मैंने बोला
और ये जनता इसका जवाब देगी अर्नब।
करप्शन को ना कभी बढ़ावा देती है, ना करप्शन
के लिए रह जाएगी, उसके बाद जनता इसका जवाब देगी, क्योंकि आप कहते कुछ और हैं, करते कुछ और हैं।
छापा है
आपका बस एक ही पर्पस है कि किसी तरह से सरकार में रहना है, दूसरे को डिस्क्रेडिट करना है। जिस चीज पर आप सरकार छोड़ कर गए करप्शन के इशू पे, आप बताइए तेजस्वी जी, जिस चीज पर आज तक उन्होंने रिप्लाई नहीं दिया है,
भारतीय जनता पार्टी
उन्होंने रिप्लाई भी नहीं दिया है। 2017 में आपने छोड़ा तेजस्वी को क्योंकि आपने बोला, क्योंकि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कुछ जवाब मांगा। आज तक क्या तेजस्वी ने वो जवाब दिया है?
I'd like to ask Atul Kumar Ranjan. See Atul Kumar Ranjan. See Mr. Ranjan.
आप मोल्ड कर रहे हैं।
One minute. I'm asking Mr. Ranjan. See Mr. Ranjan, you think about this. I don't know why you are doing this. You must have some compulsion. Otherwise, this kind of a compromise on corruption.
Yes.
You see, the Communist Party of India cannot be accused of being corrupt. People can say we ideologically disagree with you, you are too rigid, you have not moved with the times, but nobody can call you corrupt. But why are you tying up with the corrupt? Why are you supporting the corrupt? Why are you getting into a joint venture with corruption? Allow me to tell you. Allow me to complete my question and then you can say what you want. Tejasvi has 11 cases pending against him. 7 criminal cases related to money laundering, cheating, criminal conspiracy, fraud, and you will support him to make him deputy chief minister. CBI found that land measuring up to 100,000 square feet belonging to the aspirants of job aspirants in Patna was transferred to Lalu Prasad's family members in return for Group D jobs in the railways. Exploitation of the poor, of the I don't understand. To what extent will you corrupt? Will you join hands with with people accused of this level of corruption, Mr. Ranjan? I thought you're the same person who was holding protests against Hemant Soren government in March 2022. 4 months back, you were holding protests against the corruption of the Hemant Soren government. How can you tie up? I'm sure you're not going to be part of this government or support them, will you?
This is our party's policy. We will decide. Our party will decide what action we will do, how we will support the government, and whether we will be the part of the government or not. As you decide what issue will be debated tonight in the Arnab. But one thing I just want to tell, one of the greatest cheater and twister of truth is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who in 2014 said that 2 crore young people every year will get job. 15 lakh rupees everybody will get in their Jan Dhan Khata. What happened to that? Is it not a mandate which he has declared unlawful? It is a man who said Jumla.
Can I come in, please?
He has betrayed the nation. He has betrayed the aspiration of the young people. As a prime minister, he has played a havoc. As a prime minister, he has done blunder, and we are tolerating it. And you are talking about.
So basically,
I know tomorrow
ED
will go to Nitish Kumar. Tomorrow ED will go to the Nitish Kumar's party leaders. I know the prime minister is having 4 hands. 2 his hands, 1 is ED, another is CBI. With that, he is trying to strangulate the Indian democracy.
I don't understand. Ashok Sinha is here. You didn't answer my... Ashok Sinha was asking Atul Kumar Anjan whether the issue of corruption is relevant or not. He didn't answer my question. He gave me a lopsided reply, but he didn't answer my question. Has corruption as an issue become irrelevant? Ashok Sinha of the BJP joining me now. Yes, Mr. Sinha, would you like to respond to Mr. Anjan?
You just go and see how much corruption is taking place in Uttar Pradesh government.
I'm asking you about the corruption of Tejasvi. I'm asking you about the corruption charges against the RJD.
Deputy Chief Minister is catching
It's most relevant thing in Bihar. And what Anjan is saying, the investigation is out of context. He is not talking. He is always talking out of context. Corruption is very much relevant in Bihar, and time and again Bihari people have shown they have voted against corruption, and this time too BJP will alone gain landslide victory. And this man, what is he talking is not relevant in Bihar. Corruption is two-playing a subject which can't be overlooked, and corruption will remain there. And that too, Nitish Kumar has gone to the RJD because he doesn't see any hope for him in Bihar now. And in his last inning, he wants to project himself as the Prime Minister of this country that he will never become. And he has joined hand with RJD. Nobody is happy here. And Nitish Kumar will be given befitting reply this time by people of Bihar. Sure, corruption and only corruption will count with this alliance. Come what may. And Atul Anjan was telling the use of ED. What is he talking?
Become the Prime Minister. Gadkari will not become the Prime Minister. And already Venkaiah Naidu is out of scene.
Can I come in, please?
No, I mean, you see, the fact is, Riju, Mr. Anjan is using the ED as an excuse in this debate. There was no ED after Nitish Kumar. There was no ED investigation against Nitish Kumar here, was there? Was there? Was the ED? No, Mr. Anjan, was the Nitish Kumar being investigated by the ED?
You know the ED.
It was his choice. There was no ED behind him.
Can I come in?
Yes, they will try. They will try.
It is.
Can I come in?
It is to high.
Last I have heard
corruption of opposition that these people are talking about.
Riju Datta is on the debate. Riju.
CBI are packing up their bags for Bihar. Yes, I am saying last I heard that ED and CBI are packing their bags up in Calcutta and booking flight tickets for Patna. But that's a separate issue.
Maybe you're hoping because we believe that your leader Anubrata is going to be arrested tomorrow.
No.
This type of narrative
when
you are trying to
Arnab
build.
Goswami is talking on corruption, I want to ask only one question. I want to only make one point. That if corruption is such a big issue for BJP, then one BJP leader who is maligned in corruption, mentioned in ED and CBI charge sheet, Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari, why is he roaming free and sitting on the lap of the Home Minister of India? Why is he not in custody? Why is he not arrested? So it is very rich coming from the BJP when they patronize the country with corruption. BJP is a corrupted party, it's a communal party, it's a dictatorial party, and the people of this country will throw them off. The people of this country will throw them out, not any political party. The people of the country will throw them out.
Was sacked from the central cabinet.
Arnab, have you ever discussed Arnab, have you ever
why Mr.
discussed
Ravi Shankar Prasad was sacked from the central
of the
cabinet
heroin
at that time?
which was caught
working
on the
very good
Mundra airport in Gujarat?
Yes, what is
Mundra
it?
port at Gujarat.
Yes, I
Why
have.
you have not discussed
I have.
who
I
is
have.
the owner of 3,000
I
kilo
have.
of heroin which was caught in Mundra airport?
I have.
Whether anybody has,
No, I
anybody
have.
has been arrested or not?
I have. That's your favorite subject, Mr.
Who is
Ranjan.
arrested?
That's
Who
your
is
favorite
arrested?
subject,
Who
the
is
Mundra
arrested?
port. In fact, I
Who is
went on
arrested?
record to say, listen to me. Here's my answer to you, sir. I went on record to say the NCB, the Narcotics Control Bureau, which is under the direct control of the central government, has done a damn good job by carrying out that seizure. I further asked why such seizures were not done. Why such seizures were not done under a previous government.
Who is the culprit?
Who's the culprit? The person who carries out the drug trafficking is the culprit.
Heroin consignment.
No, so I don't understand. Under your regime, you want to arrest the police.
Again the heroin.
I don't know the name.
Came in the Mundra airport.
Sir, don't change the subject. The fact is there is no vacancy. See, Trinamool Congress, they want Mamata Banerjee to be Prime Minister. They want Mamata to be Prime Minister. Arvind Kejriwal wants to be Prime Minister. How many candidates are there for Prime Ministership in this country? How many candidates for Prime Ministership in this country can we have?
Leader categorically said the Prime Minister candidate will be chosen by the people of India. Mamata Banerjee never said that I want to be the Prime Minister. Mamata Banerjee very clearly stated that the opposition candidate of the Prime Minister post will be chosen by the people of India.
But is this not about Nitish's?
Not put words in TMC's
I don't have the name. Is this not about? Is this not about? 1 minute. Is this not about Nitish's Prime Minister ambition, Saurabh? They're in complete denial about that. Talk about that. Accept it.
Arnab, I am saying that it's about the problem is for opposition. You have another Prime Minister candidate joining you. It's about Mr. Nitish Kumar's ambitions, and also some of his advisors think that he has a good chance of making to the seat which he has been aspiring for a long time. But I can tell you, people of India can see through the charade. I want to tell my friend from TMC as well. Don't discard your leader. Obviously, she is in the running for the Prime Minister of this country, so are some of the others. But the problem is the people of the country are seeing through these charade. This is not going to help opposition unity. In fact, by getting more candidates, you're only doing disservice to your cause.
Nikhil,
you are only doing disservice to the cause of the opposition by having another candidate joining you.
Don't worry about our service and disservice.
Wrong move by having.
Has no place for
and I'll tell you another thing. By having joining hands with certain corrupt politicians, Mr. Nitish Kumar is also damaging his own personal credentials. So whatever little hope he had to aspire for the Prime Minister of this country has also gone away by this, I would say, a foolhardy move
Mr. Amit Shah being the Chief Minister of Gujarat when he cannot be the Prime Minister. Talk about that topic. Don't talk about other political parties. Talk about what is happening inside the BJP.
Why are you upset if there's one more candidate for Prime Ministership? It's okay, Raju. Nikhil Anand, why has Nitish made this move? What does he stand to gain? Nikhil Anand is also spokesperson of the BJP from Bihar. Yes.
I am not upset, but this narrative that Narendra Modi is undefeatable
just because of his sheer over-ambition.
Defeated him in Bengal.
He has the people of Bihar, and whatever he has done, people of Bihar will teach him lesson in coming election. Whatever election he will face, either Lok Sabha election or Assembly election. People of Bihar is really angry. It is Nitish Kumar who has derailed the process of development. He has derailed the corruption-free and crime-free sustainable development growth of Bihar. We have taken Bihar from 3.2 growth rate to 13.2 growth rate. But Nitish Kumar has again collaborated with those people against whom he was fighting the days of Samta Party. And it is BJP which has co-opted him, purchased him and promoted him
रिपब्लिक टीवी में
to this level. But Nitish Kumar can prove himself.
आपका चोर चकारी का
is only focused for the state of the development.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने बोला था
Some people, some TNC-like party, Aam Aadmi Party, their spokesperson are having
why you not give the Patna University as a central university?
They are making a statement
why you are not
without any logic.
Patna University as a central university?
बीजेपी की पूरी सरकारी चोर है।
the package of
पक्का घर बना दिया। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने बोला था 15 अगस्त 2022 तक हम सबको पक्का घर बना देंगे। अमृतकाल चल रहा है, अमृत का महोत्सव चल रहा है। अरे अमृत कहाँ है? विनाशकाल चल रहा है, विनाशकाल।
Without any proper
This is not अमृतकाल, this is विनाशकाल।
अरे
just shouting, putting slants against BJP will not serve your purpose.
why you are not arising the question before BJP? Why you are not arising the question before
I have a
BJP?
question.
You are only blamed for JDU.
I have a question. I have a question. The problem is, Mayank, 1 minute. Mayank, 1 minute. Mayank, 1 minute. My question is to you. You see,
I will stop.
Mayank, Nitish Kumar said that Tejasvi Yadav, if he becomes the leader of the opposition, the people of Bihar will lose faith in democracy. He said that Tejasvi is so corrupt. Did he not say, Manish? He said that Tejasvi Yadav is such a corrupt man. And his name is involved in so many. Allow me, Bhaba, to complete. He said this man Tejasvi Yadav itne corrupt hai, itne criminal hai. He's a man with a criminal mindset. He is corrupt, and he said he cannot be allowed to become leader of the opposition because otherwise people will lose faith in democracy. Today, Mayank Sinha, he is taking a red carpet and is planning to roll it out and make him the deputy chief minister. Ye sab chalta hai. This is normal. Mayank Sinha?
No.
This is normal.
I explained to you.
The corruption cases have gone away.
बहुत सारे मंत्री हैं. No. Just I explained to you. You please listen my words, Arnab. Please listen my words. अगर आप
किसी को जस्टिफाई करने के लिए
बहुत सारे
Manish, wait.
बहुत कुछ बोले थे. बीजेपी को बहुत कुछ बोले थे. आज उनके साथ आए हैं कि नहीं आए? बीजेपी के पहले बीजेपी में नहीं थे वो जब, तो प्रधानमंत्री जी को बहुत कुछ बोला था उन्होंने. आज उनके साथ सरकार में है, मंत्री में है.
तो कॉन्स्टेंटली अगेंस्ट द करप्शन ऑफ लालू प्रसाद यादव.
आप ये बात क्यों नहीं? प्रधानमंत्री जी ने नहीं, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 2015 में नीतीश कुमार के ऊपर जो एलिगेशंस लगाए थे वो आप क्यों नहीं बता रहे हो? आपने प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो और प्रधानमंत्री जी और बीजेपी के लोगों ने जो नीतीश कुमार जी के ऊपर एलिगेशन लगाया था, वो आपने क्यों नहीं बता रहे? उसको क्यों छुपा रहे? Why you absconding the
viewers? Anyway, Nitish Kumar has carried out this political stunt because he wants to be prime minister. I don't know whether he has the position or the strength, either politically or morally or ethically after this latest U-turn. And on the other side tonight, the political goon, which Republic, ladies and gentlemen, had exposed in the last few days. He's been tracked and arrested. Proof of the pudding is this, that the bulldozer approach of Yogi works. More on the Shrikant Tyagi case on the other side.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
Enroll in any of REVA's wide range of courses designed to take on an evolving education and an expanding future. REVA University.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
मुख्यमंत्री जी ने विकास की इतनी बड़ी रेखा खींची। भैया कौन सी विकास की रेखा खींची, मुझे बता दें। इन 17 सालों में एक बिहार के लिए जो काम मुख्यमंत्री जी ने किया हो, एक काम गिना दे कम से कम। मैं 2, 4, 5 की बात ही नहीं कर रहा, एक काम गिना दे। विकास की रेखा, विकास की बात करते हैं। विकास इन्होंने ये किया ना कि एक दिन में वहां पे 15-15, 20-20 मर्डर होते हैं। बोलते हैं कोई और इससे बड़ी विकास की रेखा खींच के दिखाए, तो क्या 25 मर्डर करे कोई?
ऐसे पार्टी के साथ जाना जिसको कि इन्होंने कई बार कहा कि भ्रष्टाचार का पर्याय है, ये जिसको कई बार इन्होंने कहा कि ये साहब बिहार को डुबा दिया इस पार्टी ने, पुनः पहले उस पार्टी में गए, उसको छोड़ करके आए, हम लोग कहा फिर जा रहे हैं वापस। ये किस प्रकार से ये जस्टिफाई करेंगे, ये बहुत विस्मय की बात है। और इसमें तो मैं सिद्धांत कहीं देखता ही नहीं हूँ, ये सिर्फ मैं देखता हूँ सत्ता की राजनीति ही मैं देख रहा हूँ।
मुख्यमंत्री जी बोलते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने इनका अपमान किया। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने इनकी तमाम बातें मानते हुए, मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कोई संरक्षण नहीं कर रहा हूं, पर जब ये बातें बोलते हैं तो इनको याद भी करना चाहिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपना गवर्नमेंट एजेंडा तक नहीं इनको दिया, जो मेरे लिए एक ऐतराज का विषय था। मैंने उस वक्त भी भाजपा से मैंने कहा था कि भैया आप एक ऐसी सरकार का हिस्सा क्यों बनने जा रहे हैं जो सरकार अपना एजेंडा ही आपका एजेंडा अपने गवर्नमेंट एजेंडे में लागू नहीं कर रही है। भैया 7 निश्चय एनडीए का तो एजेंडा नहीं था ना, वो महागठबंधन की सरकार में बना था। मुख्यमंत्री जी ने विकास की इतनी बड़ी रेखा खींची, भैया कौन सी विकास की रेखा खींची मुझे बता दें। इन 17 सालों में एक बिहार के लिए जो काम मुख्यमंत्री जी ने किया हो, एक काम गिना दे कम से कम। मैं 2, 4, 5 की बात ही नहीं कर रहा, एक काम गिना दे। विकास की रेखा, विकास की बात करते हैं, विकास इन्होंने ये किया ना कि एक दिन में वहां पे 15-15, 20-20 मर्डर होते हैं। बोलते हैं कोई और इससे बड़ी विकास की रेखा खींच के दिखाए, तो क्या 25 मर्डर करे कोई? मुख्यमंत्री जी बोलते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने इनका अपमान किया। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने इनकी तमाम बातें मानते हुए, मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कोई संरक्षण नहीं कर रहा हूं, पर जब ये बातें बोलते हैं तो इनको याद भी करना चाहिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपना गवर्नमेंट एजेंडा तक नहीं इनको दिया, जो मेरे लिए एक ऐतराज का विषय था। मैंने उस वक्त भी भाजपा से मैंने कहा था कि भैया आप एक ऐसी सरकार का हिस्सा क्यों बनने जा रहे हैं जो सरकार अपना एजेंडा ही आपका एजेंडा अपने गवर्नमेंट एजेंडे में लागू नहीं कर रही है। भैया 7 निश्चय एनडीए का तो एजेंडा नहीं था ना, वो महागठबंधन।
The much-awaited expansion of the Maharashtra State Cabinet was conducted earlier in the day, with 18 legislators taking the oath of office at the Raj Bhavan. 9 MLAs from BJP and 9 from Chief Minister Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena faction were sworn in as ministers in a grand ceremony.